Now we will look at a technique that is used to separate and sometimes to identify substances from mixtures in solutions, which is paper chromatography. The principle of this technique is that some compounds in a mixture will dissolve better than other compounds in the solvent chosen, which means that separation of compounds will depend on their solubility in a given solvent. Let's take a look now at the details of paper chromatography. In paper chromatography, a capillary tube is used to dab a spot of the solution on a pencil line near the bottom of a sheet of absorbent chromatography paper. This paper then will be placed standing in a solvent at the bottom of a beaker or a tank. The solvent is allowed then to soak up the paper to run through the spot of mixture. The relative solubility of the components making up the mixture in the solvent will determine how far they travel up the paper. In other words, the more soluble a substance is in the solvent, the further up in the paper it will be carried. And to maximize separation, different solvents can be used. So if you take a look here, you will find that this spot has traveled up more than the blue one, which means that it is more soluble in this solvent. So we have described in this section fractional distillation and paper chromatography. So always keep in mind that you will choose the physical technique of separation based on what you want to collect and the nature of the mixture, which means what is your solute, is it soluble or not, and what is the solvent.